Diamonds in the rough. NFL Draft Diamonds. Time to shine.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Williams with NFL Draft Diamonds, and today I have with me Ogbonna, who's a corner out of Akron. How's your day been, sir?
It's been going good. It's been going good. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be interviewed today. And I just want to say I'm appreciative of the opportunity.
Sure, man. I mean, it's always nice to get anybody on, really. But do want to kind of get to know a little bit more about your story, and how you ended up there at Akron, and really what you offer as a pro prospect. So let's get right down to it. Tell me a little bit about where you're from, and just let's just start there. Where are you from?
Well, for those that don't know, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I grew up in Marietta, Georgia. That's also where I went to high school at Wheeler High School, which is in Marietta. Um, my journey to Akron started out of high school. I went to Middle Tennessee State University. And then after there, I left Middle Tennessee and went junior college to Hutchinson Community College. And from Hutchinson Community College, I landed at Akron University last year. And this would be my second season here at Akron University.
So, like, a lot of people don't understand, like, I don't know, like the junior college grind. Because, I mean, it really takes a whole lot out of a person. I mean, people go out to junior college, and what happens is it really tests you and like how much you actually love this sport. Because really, it really
Yep.
separates people as to, whether or not they truly want to do it, or like if they just don't have the, I guess, the heart for it, really. So, is there any like moment from your junior college days where like you just kind of, I don't know, just had to make that decision that this is what you truly wanted?
Oh yeah, definitely. Coming from a university going to a junior college is definitely a big difference. Like from when you first get there, it's just everything's just different. So yeah, you definitely have to make that decision with yourself. Like if this is really what you want to do, because if you wait too long to make that decision, then everybody will pass you, and it's really hard to get back up when you go junior college. So you got to really just have like a mindset that you gotta, go in there and do what you gotta do and get out. So junior college, I went there for 1 year, but I actually am glad that I took the junior college route because it made me a better person, not only on the field but off the field. Made me more of a humble person. So I appreciate going to junior college.
Cool. So, I mean, again, just kind of talking about you as a potential pro prospect for the 2022 NFL draft. So, I think a lot of people would say you're probably one of the best, if not the best, prospect at your university right now at Akron. But I guess you play corner right now, right? I mean, what kind of a corner are you? Like, where can I see you on the football field?
Yeah, I'm definitely a lot of people don't really know about me, but I offer a lot when I play corner. I'm pretty long for my position. I'm a long, rangy, physical corner. So corner really has been my main position. Freshman year in college, I was at safety, and then I transitioned to corner. From junior college, I've been playing corner, and now Akron last year I played corner, and then I've just been at corner. So
Gotcha. And what do you think is like, I don't know, maybe either your best attribute or like the best thing you bring to the table as a prospect? I mean, what's like the best part of your game that you feel like teams are really going to
my
like?
I'll say my size, my physicality. Is I could match up with bigger receivers, and that's typically what I like to do compared to shorter receivers. But yeah, I like to match up. I'm long, so I can match up with taller receivers.
So what's your size right now? What's your height and weight that you bring to the table?
I gained a lot of weight, so right now I'm about 6'2", 190. So
Okay, well, I mean that's obviously an excellent size. I mean, I know a lot of teams really look for long rangey corners just like that, because I mean, maybe it's they just want to have like great depth in their secondary, so that maybe perhaps like if they don't have a spot for you there on, at corner, maybe they can put you out at safety or what have you, like depending on the needs of the program. But again, like you said, long rangey guy, it has the ability to come up and press guys there, like at the line of scrimmage. That's great. What's been like maybe your I don't know, best highlight of your career so far? Like if you had to pick like maybe one game or one play, what's something
So,
that sticks out?
so far, probably my best highlight would be the last game, or this past season against Miami, Ohio. I was 100% on pass deflections, and I didn't give up any passes. So that was probably my better game that I had.
And who do you think has been like your I don't know, like stiffest competition to date? Like when we look at like your opponents over the years, like has there been like maybe a receiver that you studied a lot there in the film room, or like somebody who gained your respect on the other end? Like who's been like I don't know, one of the tougher guys that you've had to go against?
Um, we haven't, last year, COVID was cut our season in half, so we
Yeah, it
didn't get to go up
was.
and play how we were supposed to. So I didn't get to play them. So, but as far as in the MAC, we only played 6 games last season. So in the MAC, the best receiver I personally went up against, I would say, was number 1 from Western Michigan. I think he just got drafted in like the 2nd round in this past draft. I think Eskridge. So that was probably my best matchup.
Yeah, I want to say Eskridge was like I want to say a third rounder to the Seahawks, I think, is where he ended up. So I mean, I know a lot of people really liked him because I mean he was a speedy guy. I mean he was kind of slippery and very hard to get to. I mean, he also did a lot. He did a lot of everything. Like he was a corner too, and played special teams as a returner. What about you on special teams? Have you had a lot of experience doing special teams yourself?
I started on every special team last year except kick return. I started every special team as well as starting on defense. So I had a pretty big role. It get tiring at times, but yeah, I play. I'm big contributor on special teams. I love kickoff, so I definitely play kickoff in every other special team as well.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, obviously, that's kind of the position where a lot of people end up cutting their teeth in the league. I mean, you go out there, you impress people, and you move up depth charts. So, I mean, hopefully, you'll get a chance to do that, especially given the fact that, like you said, I mean, you do have a lot of experience doing that. Um, a couple more questions that I just kind of wanted to throw your way. Do you see yourself as a leader out there on the football field? I mean, do you see yourself as a leader of your position group or what have you? Talk to me about you as a potential leader.
Yes, I definitely see myself as a leader. Um, Most of the times I won't verbally be a leader, but I'll be a leader on the field as far as like how the effort I give. I set the pace or the tone. With the effort I give and the way that I do like a certain drill or a certain play. So I definitely see myself as a leader.
Great. Well, I mean, obviously, you need guys that kind of go out there, set examples, do the right thing. I mean, yeah, obviously, that really helps you out. Um, I do have one question for you. What if you could go back and kind of give your high school self some advice? I mean, like again, you've had a very long journey there. Obviously had to go through a couple different institutions, and before you ended up there at Akron. What would you tell your younger self to prepare him for his journey?
I would tell my younger self to take it more serious because the game only goes like once you're in high school, it goes fast. It goes by really fast. So I tell my younger self take it more serious, like a whole lot serious in the weight room, off the field, like getting good meals in because I was always a smaller guy. So coming from where I came from, now my weight has gone up now. So I just tell my younger self like just take everything more serious from nutrition, the weight room, the classroom. Just just stay focused because it plays a big role in where you end up.
So, I mean, you said that you're really starting to focus a whole lot on your nutrition and your weight. I mean, now up to like about 190. What were you at when you first came to college? Like, what were you like 165 or something?
Yeah, coming to college, I was about like 165, 170, and I never could get past that. Like it was always 165, 170, and then 175 on a good, like if I had like a good like month of eating good. So it was always tough for me because my metabolism is very high. So it was always tough for me. So now it's just I've gotten better at my nutrition and I've gotten better in the weight room. My numbers have gone up and then weight going up. So everything's just going better now.
Gotcha. Since you mentioned it, what is like your favorite lift there in the weight room? What's the one thing that you're most proud of there?
Favorite lift in the weight room with power clean and squat. Those are my power clean and squat. I mean, I'm good at every lift, but my favorite would probably be squat, probably because I squat the most. That I squat more than I bench and power clean, so I say squat.
Well, I mean, obviously, I mean, you got some strong legs to you. I mean, that's great. I do want to get a chance maybe to, I guess meet who Ogbonna is like outside of football. So tell me a little bit about yourself, man. What kind of person are you outside of football? Like maybe some of your hobbies, your interests. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Outside of football, I love to do entertaining things. Like my teammates know, my friends know, my parents know. Like outside of football, like I don't like to keep things strictly football. Like I like to have fun. Like my teammates love to hang around me. Like when it comes time, like weekends or things like that. Like we like to get together. Go to the mall, go out places. Out to eat, things like that. So definitely entertaining things is what my hobby is outside of football. I like to do entertaining things. And then, yeah, listen to music for sure and play the video games. I'm a big video game guy, but I play it only when I get time because nowadays my time is like, my days are like so on a schedule. So it'd be like hard to get time to play games. But definitely, I just like to do a lot of fun things. I'm not really a stay at home guy.
Sure, sure. You said you listened to some music. So what's your jam, man? Like what are you jamming to like right before a game? Like what's in your head?
My favorite artist right now is Lil Baby. He's also from Atlanta, Georgia. So that's probably who I'm gonna play first. Definitely some Lil Baby.
Sure, sure. So you said you're from Atlanta, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about your hometown. Like if I were to ever visit your hometown, like where would I have to go? Like where would you take me?
Well, if you came to the city of Atlanta, it's really a lot of things we could do, from food to entertainment to amusement parks to the mall to everything. Where I would take you probably it's a place called the Battery, it's like a big like amusement place connected to the Braves Stadium. I don't know if you watch any baseball. I don't really watch baseball, but it's a good spot to go to in the city. Like, and then everybody's just over there having a good time. They've got bars, restaurants, and all types of things you can do out there. So the Battery is definitely where I take you.
Nice. I think I've only been through Atlanta like maybe once or twice, like ever, and I think it might have been a layover to somewhere else. I can't remember because it's been so long. But I mean, I know it's obviously a very busy city. I mean, a lot's happening there. A lot of things happening like sports related. Always exciting place to be. Um, as we begin to wrap up, man, I try my best to ask everybody this question. It's really just the why question, meaning like, why do you play this game, and who or what motivates you the most? So, go ahead and hit me with your why, man. Why do you do what you do?
Why I play this game? I actually fell in love with it. Um, I really coming up, I really wasn't a football guy. I didn't it wasn't in my family at all. Because for those that don't know, I'm also half Nigerian, so that's where my name comes from. My parents are from Nigeria, so um, football wasn't really in our blood and nothing like that. It was more so like soccer and things like that. But my parents split a long time ago, and then my cousins had got into football first. So that's when me and my brothers, my twin brother and my younger brother, we also got into football. We didn't really know too much about it. And then we started playing it, and I just fell in love with it. And then I started to use it as motivation because my mother was a single mother raising all 4 kids. So my why is definitely my mother. That's what me and my brothers, we use it as motivation for my mother to help our situation, hopefully one day, just to make my mother proud, to let her know that, she ain't put up with us for no, like, everything turned out the right way. So
Gotcha. Well, I mean, obviously, actually, there's a lot of great talent coming out of Nigeria these days that end up making it to the pros. So, I mean, I know I've talked to several of them. So, I mean, you're kind of adding to that legacy, of a lot of great talent there. Two, I was just going to give you one last question, one last opportunity to give your pitch to all these teams in the NFL. Tell them why they need to take a chance on you, draft you, and what kind of teammate you would be for their program.
I would say you should draft me because I'm a great guy off the field. I'm someone who a lot of people like to hang around. I have a great character as well. And then on the field, I bring physicality, I bring size, range, and I just bring everything that, a corner these days should have. And then I'm good to match up against tall, bigger receivers. And I feel like that's what can help us win games in this new era of football with bigger corners. So I feel like that's why I see it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't agree more with you. I mean, obviously, you want bigger corners. I mean, there are a lot of bigger receivers that we need guys to cover. And yes, I do love the little guy. Yes, I do cheer for the little guy. But I mean, damn it, sometimes I want a big guy on my team like yourself, matched up against some of those wide receivers. Because, I mean, let's just face it, you want a guy like you that could jam a guy, at the line of scrimmage, hopefully, kind of move them off of their route and, really just kind of add that physicality that you're talking about. I mean, again, 6'2", 190 pounds, a lot going for you there, Chew. So I do wish you the best of luck this upcoming fall season and everything you got else going on in your life. All right.
Sir, thank you so much. I appreciate you having me.
You're welcome, man. Again, this is Chew Ogbonna. He's a defensive back out of Akron. Definitely check him out.